So we are here with Simba today, and we are doing Western tacking. So as you can see, we do already have everything on, but what you want to first do is obviously you want to first groom them so it's comfortable for the saddle, and then you want to put the Western saddle on. These are different as they actually have the, I want to say, wool on the outside, unlike the other pads for English and stuff. And then for this, there's little like cutout for the withers, so you put it right here. And then you'll put, obviously, the saddle on top. And when you put the saddle on, since the stirrups are heavier than normal, we usually hook them up on the horn. It's the horn, okay. I'm still learning the Western part. And then, obviously, you put it on like you would an English saddle. But the girth for this one is already attached, and that's what I'm mainly going to show you today, because this is the main part, is the girth part. So, yeah, we'll show you that now. So what I'm first going to do is I'm first going to loop it through the buckle here. I'm going to pull somewhat as tight as I can, move it up a little, make sure I can fit 3 fingers under it. Okay. There's a lot here. Then I'm going to put it back through and make sure it doesn't get twisted or like looped in. I know, I'm sorry, Zimba. And then I'm going to loop it back through this part, back through the buckle here, not twisted. And then I'm going to hook it nice and safe. And then we're going to do a little latigo tie. I almost said not an accident. I'm going to go down again like so, and then I'm going to go towards the butt and then towards the head and make it tight. Go back through. And now I made this like little circle here, I'm gonna like do it like a tie and then pull really tight to make it stay. Now you could also put it through the buckle up here, but I prefer this method better. And then I'll check again, make sure I can fit at least 3 to 4 fingers. And you can't really see, but yeah, and then I'll safely put that down so it doesn't hit him, and then obviously put a bridle on him, but it's good to go. We're Simba today, and we're doing Western saddle fitting. So we already have one on already, and what you're looking for mostly for Western fitting is if it's pinchy, it's withers here. So what you want to do for that is you first want to slip your hand in here, slide down. Now there's a little pressure, so yeah, there's a little pressure here, but it's not bad. And then next, I go to the side, and I see if how it's pinching against the side. There's also a little pressure there, but it's not the worst. And then I'll come up here and I'll put like 3 to 4 fingers. I can fit 3 in here. So for the saddle, I would say this is not the worst for him. But yeah, definitely the other one is a lot tighter. So this one's probably the best for him. Today I'm with Paco, and today we are going to be doing a bell boot. Now, first of all, you may be asking, what's a bell boot? I'm going to tell you, a bell boot only goes on their shoe front hooves, and it's supposed to protect them from when they over-elongate their back leg so it doesn't break off their shoes, because shoes are expensive and also it can be really painful for them. So these are here to stop that and help prevent any injuries or tearing off the shoes. So I'm going to go show you how to properly put this on.
Okay, so what we have going on here is, first of all, I have my cone shape here, and it is flipped inside out already, and I'm going to slip it through the little top of the cone shape and through the small hole. So as you see, I gently picked up his legs, and I'm going to put this like lamp shape. I'm going to put the big part through first, so when I pull it up, the lamp shape or open part is going to be facing upward. Now it's going to be a little bit of a harder of a struggle. That's kind of what you're wanting, because you want it to be a nice tight fit so it's safe and it won't fall off or bother them. Once it's on, you're just going to gently flip it back down, so now like the open part is facing towards the hoof. This is going to help protect them from overstretching. Now I do realize that the bell boot is a little bigger, but I feel like that would be pretty good for him, I think. I did try the other version. I tried multiple versions to see which one was better. And this one was too small for him just because I couldn't get it over his hip at all. Like, it was really, really tight. So I don't know exactly if that is good or bad, but I'm gonna pause this video right here and just interrupt real quick because I was working with Lily and we did actually end up putting the bell boot that's in my hand on Paco, and it did work. It was a struggle, but I did end up getting it on properly, and here's the video of it now, and I think it fit a lot better than the other one I had on. So yes, the black one was a lot bigger than I originally thought, so the one that is being shown now is a lot better for Paco. Okay, so we are also going to be doing a open front boot, which is this one right here. And this is a right one, and then a fetlock boot, which is a left one. And the fetlock boot only goes on the hind legs, and the front open boots only go on the front legs. And basically what they're here to do is they're sometimes mostly used for riding, and you put them on so, hi Paco. So when you are jumping or doing something and the horse hits something, these are open so it knows it hits it, but it's still also protecting it and so providing that support on its hind legs and front legs and the joints. But it's next time they know that, okay, I hit this barn this time, now I know I need to lift my leg up higher. So it's kind of a training tool, but also is there for support. So I'll go show you how to put these on. Okay, so for the front open boot, the fetlock is going to go in this part, and then the rest of the leg is going to go in this part. And then you always want the Velcro on facing outward, never inside, because if it's inside, they could rub their legs together, open it, it could pop off, and injuries can occur. So it's always best to go on, have the Velcro face on the outside. So hopefully you can see, I'm going to show you how to properly put this on. And I will teach you. We're going to make sure we put the fetlock in here. Thank you. Not too low, make sure it's cupping. Very good at the bottom, and then the top, and then pull down. Make sure it's secure. Just like that. Okay, now we're going to do the back leg, and the fetlock goes right in here, and it just doesn't cover it as much as the front one does. This is the closest we're going to get. Button on here, and I'm going to put this front as fetlock, and do exactly what I did to the front. Overlap it here, and overlap that at the top. Just like that. Nice and secure. Thank you.
Today we are sheath cleaning Zimba today, and we already did the big process, but right now what we're doing is we're basically cleaning around everything to get off all this, like, I want to say like dead skin. So basically what I was cleaning off on the sheath was dead skin and built up oil.
Disgusting.
Just clean it out. And also what you want to do, you also want to stick your finger in this there just to get out all like the beads in here, because if it gets like this, you want to clean all that out just so it doesn't get like blocked or get infected. This keeps the horse healthy. And so there's no like, I want to say urine problems or anything like that. But yes, thank you. This is sheath cleaning. Today I'm here with Paco, and we are going to be doing shipping boots. Now shipping boots, as you can see, are a lot bigger and thicker than the other boots that I have put on recently. And that's because these are for obviously when you're traveling. This is to help protect them from any injuries, from them injuring themselves with other horses in the trailer, tearing off their shoes. This is supposed to help them with all of that. So I have a front one, which is this one, as you can see. There's a nice little hole there. And then the back one, just a little cup. I love this one. So I will show you how to put these on. So we can start with the front one. This goes on his right, sorry. Cup it here. I'm hoping this is on. make sure it's on the fetlock. It is. And then I'll just Velcro it over. You always want the Velcro facing towards the outside because if it's on the inside, they could tear it off and hurt themselves. But as you can see, it's not fully covering its hoof, but it's also covering the back. So it will not tear off. Almost fell. Its shoe. So that's the front one. Thank you, John. Now we have a left back leg, and as you can see, it's a perfect fit. Bam, beautiful. And I'll do the same thing as the front, just Velcroing it over. That's our Velcro. Just so everything is, once again, nice and protected. Can't slip it off. Velcro's on the outside. Not the front hoof is good. And that is a shipping boot. Okay, so today I'm here with Paco, and we're going to be doing a sport/brushing boot. Now there's two types that I can think of that we have here. We have this one that does not have the fleece in it, and it's like more of a water one. So if you go like out riding on trails and you get into water, this one will not hold the water. But if you want to go more dry and it's cold, you can use this one, as this one will hold the water, but it'll also keep them nice and warm. And these go in the front, and it goes on his right side. And they're mostly used for protection for any scratches or while riding, if you bump into something, it'll protect them, and also for support on the fetlock and joints. So they both are put on the same way. So I'm gonna put this one on for you guys and show you how to put it on. But yeah, they're both put on the same way. I'm gonna scoop it around. I'm gonna make sure it's on the fetlock or covering it, and then I'm gonna Velcro it like I would the shipping boots that I did. Make sure it's tight, covering the fetlock, and the Velcro is always facing this side so they don't tear it off or injure themselves. Pretty simple. I'm here with Paco, like always, and we're doing English saddle fitting today. So we've already tried a couple on already, and we were trying to figure out which one would be best, so we came across this one. And this one is pretty good for its withers, since his withers are kind of, I want to say, strange. But as you can see, what we're looking for mostly for fitting is just how many fingers I can fit in here. I can fit all 5 of mine, so that's not really ideal, but it works, it's okay. And then you come down here to check out the pressure, and the pressure is not too tight or too loose, it's nice and fitted. And then you also look right down the gullet just to see if you can see all the way through the ends. And from my angle, I cannot see all the way through, so this one is definitely not a bad saddle. There could be a better one, but through all these flaws, that's the half pad, and I think it's the baby pad or whatever, can also help with this. So we'll go and look for more, but this one's probably a good one. Okay, so this is an example of one that is definitely not for Paco. So as you can see, we can literally see right through the gullet here, and then I can obviously fit my whole hand in here. So that's not good. And there's also a bunch of loose gaps here, except for this one point right here, which is like tighter than the rest of it, which is kind of strange, but it is extremely loose. And this is just not the best fit for him. So we are gonna go for a different one. Okay, so we tried a bunch of different other ones as well. And for this one is pinches a lot on the side and is not too bad on the underside, which is, I guess, good, but you can also see right through the gullet again. So this is probably not going to be my first, second, or third option if I was going for saddles. So the first one was definitely our best one.